So the summer weather this year hasn't been the best. It's been cold, wet and almost miserable, but the BBC has reported that in terms of rainfall, to our surprise, Northamptonshire has been one of the driest counties in the country this year. Joined with us on the telephone is farmer of Cotton Farm Bob Rutt, who has admitted that the British weather has been damaging to his livestock in Rockingham near Corby. Hello there.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Not too bad after yesterday's rain, yes.
I was thinking that yesterday when I seen the rain, actually. So, Cotton Farm, how has the recent weather affected the livestock?
Well, if you go back to March, April time, you'd normally take the cattle out of any mowing grass, any grassland that you were going to use for hay about the 1st of April. And of course, with the dryness at that particular time, we took the cattle out to give the fields a rest and ready to grow for hay. But of course, with the dryness, the grass didn't grow. The ground got harder and harder and harder. And of course, you have a situation now that where all the ground is cracked, the ground is like concrete, and the water that we had yesterday, the rain that we had yesterday and the afternoon before in the Corby area, just runs off. Ideally, what we need is a steady sort of drizzle, so to speak, that keeps going for, quite a number of days, and then sort of nice warm weather after that, and that'll get the grass to grow again.
So you've had to use your winter supply of hay. What type of impact will this have on the farm in the coming winter season?
Well, we've had to... we're still feeding hay, actually, to some of the cattle. It's going to make us short. We're going to be short of what we actually have to feed, because it could be a bad winter, it could be a decent one where you can put your stock out, you can leave your stock out of the years we do, and they winter out and you feed them with hay or silage out into the field. But of course it could be a bad winter this year where you have to bring your animals in, and the only food that they have to eat is what you get in the summertime, such as hay and silage.
So have the cattle been affected, like with any suffering or physical impacts due to the this lack of rainfall?
They suffer the same as sheep do from what we call in the business fly strike, which is basically, if you can imagine an animal having a dirty bottom, for argument's sake,
yeah.
And the fly goes and strikes, lays its egg, and the egg hatches into a maggot. The maggot then starts to go around the back end of the cow or the sheep. It's a big problem. You have to keep your eyes open all the time. You have to check your cattle hourly for this in this time of weather. It's ideal for fly strike, the same as it's ideal for fly strike in dustbins and maggot infestation where local authorities are concerned.
Right, so we've also heard about a weed named ragwort, which has been spreading vastly across the area. What type of problem is this to the cattle?
It's a big problem with regard to anything, basically. Horses, cattle, sheep and goats can cope with it to a certain extent. But the problem arises when you have ragwort in hay or silage.
Yeah.
They won't touch it when it's green. When it stands up, I'm actually looking at some now. It stands probably, there's two sorts. The sort that I'm thinking about now and the sort that you're talking about stands about 4 or 5 foot tall. And they won't touch it. It's very bitter. So the problem comes when it's dried and it's in hay and silage and you can't see it. Now, it is an injurious weed. And it's up to us all landowners, that's gardens, allotments, local authorities, river authorities, railway authorities, anybody that owns land that has got ragwort on it, it is up to them to clear it. And there is a ragwort law that stipulates that ragwort should be cleared, but they don't. Nobody bothers. Local authorities, the county councils are the biggest offenders, to be absolutely honest with you.
Really?
Because, yes. Everywhere you go, I've never seen so much ragwort as there has been this year. The growing conditions for it are superb. And what happens is, it goes into seed, and you get the lorries and the cars going by, the seed leaves the plant, and they're wafted all over the place and onto land that is ragwort free.
Right.
So it is poisonous to humans as well. If you have to wear gloves when you pull it.
So in terms of business, have these situations had an impact on your sales?
No, not really. Do you mean has the drought had an impact on sales?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
No, not really, no. It's just made it very difficult. We've seen it all before. I'm fourth generation to work the land, and you have good years, you have bad years. From a stock farmer's point of view, this is one of those years that you just have to cope with, and you just have to sort of cross your fingers and hope that it doesn't get worse. Obviously, from an arable point of view, it's a completely different kettle of fish again.
Right, well, we wish you the best of luck with the situation and hope it improves in the near future.
Well,
Thank you very much for your phone call. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
just that you want to keep on about the ragwort situation.
Right.
Seeing as we've spoken about it on air, it's something that isn't going to go away, but needs following up, and it
Definitely needs to be addressed.
It does, very much so, and local authorities and the railway authorities and any landowners need to be made aware that it is out there, it is a dangerous weed, and that it should be pulled and disposed of properly, and that people wear gloves when they pull it. But it's something I don't particularly don't forget about it, seeing as I've spoken to it on air. Keep on about it if it's possible.
Yeah, we will do. That's what community radio station's here for, to help the local community. So if anybody else out there has had any problems with the weather or certain weeds, you can call in with your stories to 01604 250 544 or text in on 07596 277 003.
Now, even more music. Continuous hits with Inspiration FM Northampton.